For decades now, teardrop campers have pretty much ruled the small trailer world, and honestly, for good reason. But if you ask me, the absolute coolest versions ever made came out of the late 1930s and early 40s, right when that streamlined Art Deco vibe was at its peak. Those old-school curves just hit different, and that's exactly where today's story starts. Those vintage shapes are what inspired Aerolux trailers and the fiberglass teardrop kits they've offered over the years. Now, full transparency here, this brand has been pretty quiet since around 2020, but the idea and the results you can get from these kits are still seriously impressive. Their website is still up, and if this thing gets under your skin the way it did mine, you can still try reaching out by email or through their social pages. Just don't be shocked if it takes a while to hear back. And yeah, I think it's pretty obvious why I wanted to talk about these. Just look at them. When was the last time you saw a teardrop camper that looked this good? It's been a minute. That said, there are a few important caveats here. What Aerolux sells isn't a finished camper, it's a kit. What you're seeing in all those gorgeous photos is the result of talented builders who know their way around tools and aren't afraid to get their hands dirty. You'll often see these trailers paired with vehicles from the same era, especially classic hot rods, and honestly, the combo is perfect. The lines match, the vibe matches, and together they look like they rolled straight out of another time. As for what you actually get, the Aerolux kit consists of molded fiberglass panels for the sidewalls, doors, and fender skirts, 2 for each side of your future teardrop. That's it. Back when these were readily available, the asking price was about $2,995, and everything else is on you. That means sourcing a trailer frame, insulation, interior structure, electrical, and whatever level of comfort you're aiming for. If you've followed DIY teardrop builds before, you already know there's a lot of freedom here, but also a lot of responsibility. The good news is that Aerolux did include instructions on a USB drive, so even if this is your first build, you're not completely on your own. And really, that's where the fun begins, because the kit is just the shell. The details, the layout, and the personality all come from you. If you nail it, the payoff is huge. This is the kind of camper that stops people in their tracks. Pull into a parking lot with one of these, and don't be surprised if a small crowd forms. I'd definitely be one of the people asking a million questions about how you built it. There's no clear roadmap for how long a build takes, or what each phase looks like, but that's part of the appeal. The final result depends entirely on your creativity and how comfortable you are with tools, fabrication, and finishing work. These curves practically beg for custom paint, pinstriping, or even vinyl wraps if you really want to go all out. What I also love is how versatile these builds can be. Some people turn them into toy haulers, others into simple sleeping pods, and some go full classic teardrop with a proper rear galley. We're talking fridges, sinks, countertops, and clever storage. Inside, you can build out a cozy bedroom with cabinets and lighting, and if you're confident with electrical work, you can add all the modern conveniences you want. Roof racks, aluminum panels, AC units, you name it. Just keep in mind, if you've fallen hard for the Aerolux look, tracking one down might be tricky. The company hasn't shown signs of life since 2020, and while I'm still hoping for a reply myself, it's very much a fingers-crossed situation. Still, even as an idea, this might be one of the coolest teardrop concepts ever put out there.